Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm Susan Buchanan. I'm principal at Helen Tyson Middle School and a very proud principal. Tonight is a night of memories, and I hope you put this in your little memory bank and think about this, because this is a culminating event of lots of hard work by your students, by our band teachers. Mr. Darrow says he's lost some sleep this past week. I don't know if you realize it, but between testing and the end of the year field trips and activities that have been going on at Helen Tyson, they've had very few hours to really get together as an entire band and practice. But these kids make my job the best job in the whole world, and I feel like sometimes they're mama. So I'm proud, as proud as many of you in this audience, and I want to thank you for your support. Continue to please support the band program, because these students will excel, as you're going to hear tonight, but they also have many opportunities in their high school years to apply for band scholarships, and band teaches them a lot of organization and discipline, and these are the best kids in the world. So thank you for making me a very proud principal, because you're the ones that do the work behind the scenes. And I know you're here to listen to our band, so I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Darrow. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Bethany Ledbetter, and we would like to welcome you to our spring band concert. The students sitting on the stage have put a great deal of work into preparing the music you will hear tonight, and we all look forward to sharing our program with you. The first selection we will be playing is Nottingham March.
Tonight we would not only like to share our music with you, but some of the accomplishments that our students have made in band throughout this year. We will start off tonight by recognizing those students who have passed off all of their first year course of study, which in our band classes is known as Red Book Pass-Offs. Students pass each line that's selected with either a 90% or better accuracy rate. While this list that I'm about to read is quite lengthy, I think it's very appropriate and important that we recognize all of our students' wonderful achievements. So I promised the students I would read this pretty quickly, but I'm going to ask that they stand as their names are called, and if we can hold all applause, and I will let you know when I'm through the list. So starting with our flute players, Hayden Birch, and students, if you'll stand when I call your name, Stephanie Corona, McKenna Farrell, Deasia Gamble, Corey Garibaldi, Michelle Hernandez, Karina Herrera, Sky Huddleston, Nikki Hunt, Hunter Laugy, Rachel Main, Angelica Martinez, Crystal Mickelson, Emily Moore, Alondra Nicasio, Daniela Patino, Marcela Ramirez, Melina Robbins, Amy Sanchez, Esmeralda Sanchez, Juan Sanchez, Kaylee Serrano, Sabre Thomas, in clarinets, Diana Alvarado, Diana Becerra, Ariel Barnhart, Jesus Bareilles, Ruth Barrera, Daniela Cordero, Emily Elizalde, Grace Enos, Stevie Fortenberry, Zoe Fowler, Betsua Galindo, Giselle Godoy, Daisy Gonzalez, Esmeralda Gonzalez, Jane Ellen Harrop, Jordan Hendricks, Josue Hernandez, Aaron Johnson, Kate Quasney, Allison Lehman, Bethany Ledbetter, Marco Leon, Brianda Morales, Anahi Quizada, Amanda Rimson, Riley Richards, Daisy Sanchez, Hannah Schuster, Simi Sukala, Diana Toche, Noelia Villarreal, Saxes, Miriam Bush, Carlos Delatorre, Kara Fisk, Ashlyn Godsey, Wiley Lutz, Abby Payton, Ashton Pogue. Ashton also completed his pass-offs on the bassoon. He is listed in the saxophone section, but actually he and Allie Lehman are both bassoonists now. Nathan Rhodes, Aaron Salas Soto, Marco Sanchez, Noah Wynn, Riley Bean in trumpets, Dayton Bird, Emily Boyce, Kinsey Creek, Zach Cooper, Alexis Finney, Diana Gomez, Sergio Grana, Taylor Hayden, Mike Landreth, Aaron Lehman, Jose Lopez, Gabriel Mann, Angela Martinez, Lucky Minke, Maria Martinez, Blake Pfeiffer, Sabrina Ramirez, Brenda Rodriguez, Victor Rodriguez, Ezra Salinas, Brian Sorlizano, Alex Sorensen, Joel Swint, Steve Titus, Michael Tompkins, Caleb Womack, Juan Zuniga, Brady Boatwright, Brian Bostrom, Rhett Turner, Ryan Washkowiak, those are all in our French horn section, trombones, Danny Douglas, Fernando Gonzalez, Mary Emma Hignite, Lance McDonald, Caleb McLaren, Jacob Pelkey, Yesenia Rodriguez, Adri Stone, Jordy Villarreal, baritones, I'm hoping I didn't miss any trombones, Riley Carson, Jesus Ceballos, Stuart Doty, Elton Enos, Austin Ferguson, Izzy Serrano, Blake Vidito, tubas, and I'm getting close to the end, Daniel Batres, Maine Brand, Jonathan Hernandez, Claude Iben, Damon Nelson, Aaron Sands, Logan Sutton, Jonathan Turner, and in percussion, Zach McCash and Nathan Plowman. These are all of our students who have completed their first year of study, Red Book, so far this year. Okay, students, you may have a seat. I had mentioned that there was Ashton Pogue who had switched over to the bassoon. We actually have in our program, if you're looking for your daughters or your sons and they no longer play the instrument, we've had some students switch over on instruments about mid-year, and some of them they've gotten some special help, and some of it they've got it on their own, and they've just done a wonderful job. And I'd like to ask those two students to stand. Ariel Barnhart, Jane Ellen Harrop, both switched from clarinet to oboe in the middle of the year and doing a fantastic job, both of them. And I'm going to say their names and get out of the way, but we've got Allie Lehman, who was a starter on clarinet this year and switched to bassoon, and also Ashton Pogue, who was a saxophone player and switched to bassoon, and both doing great. Thank you. And now we're going to have our introduction of our next piece that we'll be playing.
Good evening. My name is Blake Vitato. Our next piece is titled That Thing You Do. This is a particularly challenging piece of music that we've been working to prepare for tonight. Many of you might remember the movie That Thing You Do in the 1990s, and our next selection is the title song from that movie. It has great rock beat and some really awesome rhythms and melodies. Enjoy.
Okay, I promise I'm not going to talk as long this time. Our next presentation is for students who have been selected to be in the 2012 Helen Tyson Middle School Honor Band. This is a group of about 75 students who will play for the upcoming 5th grade visitation. We have those students coming over next week for a little bit of a visitation to the school, get used to how things are set up, and our band has selected 75 students who will get to perform for those. That's about all we can fit on that stage. If you've seen the stage at Helen Tyson, there's no way it can hold all of us. So the students who have been selected have been students who have been recommended by their teachers, their particular teachers in their classes, have demonstrated musical proficiency, exemplary behavior, above average musicality. And so if you have been selected for the Helen Tyson Middle School Honor Band will be performing next week, I would like you to stand and be acknowledged. Okay, you all may have a seat. And we've got someone on the way to introduce our next song.
Hello, my name is Petsoa Galindo. Wah Diddy was originally recorded by a group called the Exciters in 1963 and Manfred Mann in 1964. While most of us on stage were not around in 1963 and 1964, We have still really enjoyed getting to learn this music from so long ago. We hope you enjoy our version of Wah Diddy Diddy.
Our final presentation of students tonight is for those students who attended solo and ensemble contest. That was held on March 9th in West Fork, Arkansas. Many of you heard your students playing either tunes like Excursion or Crabapple Crossing or many different ones. I don't remember them all, but they put a lot of time and work and preparation. Students were chosen by their directors to represent Helen Tyson, and of our 210-ish students, we were represented by 88 students who traveled to West Fork, Arkansas. Our students just received so many great compliments, not only on their behavior, but on their musical skills. And it seemed like every judge that I would go talk to, boy, how do you get your students sounding that great? And I said, well, we've got a lot of great kids and we've got a lot of great teachers, and you put that combination together and you get what we have here tonight. So I would like to ask those students who attended West Fork Solo and Ensemble Contest and we all either received superior ratings or excellent ratings. We brought back, I believe, 99 superior ratings and 15 excellent ratings. Students, if you participated in that festival back on March 9th, I know it seems like forever ago, would you please stand and be recognized for your efforts? Thank you. Before our last number, and boy, this has seemed to go very quick, except my talking, I'm sure. I would like to thank several people. It's just that time of year that we need to not only say our thank yous, but give those heartfelt appreciations to those people who make our jobs a lot easier. And I speak not only for myself, but my fellow directors. I would like to thank Mrs. Buchanan, Ms. McConnell, and Mr. Taylor. These are three great administrators who, no doubt, have every child at Helen Tyson Middle School, they have their interest at heart. And I know by our faculty meetings, I know about the activities and all of the things that they do to find, all the ways that they find for our students to be successful. So I really appreciate the opportunity to get to work with such a great team, because I look to them for so much support, but also advice, and they just have done a great job. And so I would like to thank them publicly, please. While I would like to take credit for a lot of what happens on this stage, it really is not about me at all. First of all, it's about you as parents who support your child. The reason they're here is because somehow they came home and said, I'd like to be in band. And first of all, your first thought was probably like, I don't know if I can stand the noise. But when you see what it's turned into a year later, it's absolutely amazing. And the future that they have coming up, junior high band tryouts are coming up next week. And folks, they're one step closer just being great musicians and carrying on that wonderful Springdale tradition that we have right here in Northwest Arkansas. But I would like to thank my fellow teachers, Jan Bozeman, Brian Watt, Lowell Cavender, and we've had the special honor of having Amy Mays this year from University of Arkansas, and she is open for employment as of May this year. So I would like to acknowledge them and thank them for all of their dedication to our program and to our students and for their hard work this year. This didn't just happen overnight. I'd like to thank Jeremy Ford, Aletha Piker, Brent Mitchell, and all of the staff at Har-Ber High School, our video production team. I was telling the students we are going to be broadcasting this concert on YouTube, on Cox Cable, and on Uverse. And so as soon as I get those links, remember we do have a Helen Tyson band webpage. If you're not sure you're getting all the announcements that your child should be bringing home, feel free to look us up. Helen Tyson Middle School Band. We're up to about 200 people on there, and I put announcements like band concert, what to wear, all of those things there, and you can always check in with me and write me a quick message there, and it's a great way for us to stay in contact. We have a special acknowledgement to make tonight. Any of you who have been around a while have probably heard the name Jan Bozeman running around town. Well, Jan has decided, and we are congratulating her tonight on deciding to take that next step in her life, and that's retirement. And when she first told me about this, I didn't quite know what I was going to do, because in the short time that I've gotten to know Jan, I've grown very fond of her, her teaching abilities, and the things that she has taught me. Jan has been teaching 38 years, and she's ready to hit the road on her motorcycles with her husband, who has been already retired for 5 years. And Jan keeps saying, just one more year, just one more year, just one more year. And this is the year that she's going to do it. But we really hope that Jan comes back often, continues to be a source of inspiration in our music students, because I tell you, so many students have had their lives enriched for having her as a band director, as I know that I've had my life enriched by being a colleague and a co-worker of her this year. So after being in Springdale School since 1993 and the teaching professions for 38 years, and no, don't try to figure out how old she is, because I still don't know. I'd like to publicly thank Jan Bozeman for all of the work she's done. We'll continue to honor her in the coming weeks at several concerts, but I think that she has poured so much work into Helen Tyson that we need to make sure we acknowledge her tonight publicly and congratulate her on her 38 years in public education. And there she is. She's waving. Okay, I told the students they needed to be prepared for a little bit of a surprise. Stuart Doty, would you please stand up? If you were at our Christmas concert, you know we're pretty good at embarrassing people on their birthdays. So, today is Stuart's birthday. He is very excited because not only is he turning 13, but Mom told me that he's officially able to get a Facebook page. So would you join me, please, in 1,000 people singing Happy Birthday to Stuart? Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stuart. Happy Okay, and I will tell you, Mom is not completely, she almost said, Stuart, why don't we wait till you're 14 to get that Facebook page? So, anyway, Folks, this is about to conclude for us tonight. Thank you for coming tonight. We've got one more introduction, but before we have him come up, I would like to say if you did not have a chance to order your DVD, those individuals from Har-Ber High School, and they do great work, have filmed tonight's concert, and they will be out front selling DVDs. Those are $10. Please buy them up because everything you buy from them supports them. And their director, their teacher was telling me how many wonderful awards they've won in just a short time. And folks, we really have a dynamic media department here at Har-Ber High School, so please do all you can to support them while supporting our band by buying the DVDs as well. So thank you very much, and we've got one more gentleman making his way to introduce our last song. He's coming from across the stage, way over there. And again, thank you for being here tonight. This is the last you have to hear from me. So.
Hi, my name is Noah Wayne and I play the saxophone. This piece of music has multiple melodies, chant-like singing, and different percussion instruments like the gong. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is Antiquities. Antiquities.